Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Logan.
And
together we are part of Article Sound System. I didn't put this in the right place.
So, Article Sound System was founded in 2012. Can you guys describe the initial vision of the band and how it came together?
Oh, it's a long.
I'm gonna let you field that
yeah,
one,
it's
brother.
a long-winded question, but it formed many years ago as a band in South Florida that was like a bar gigging band, and we've had many iterations of that throughout the years. And then we found the wonderful Logan Rex. Maybe it feels like 6 years ago or more. Is it longer?
I think it's been about 7 years. I've never
7
been on
years.
time for anything in my life, so it makes sense that I was the last member to join the band 7 years ago.
Anyways, the band has a long history, but most of it doesn't matter until Logan came into our lives, and now we're here at Cali Roots.
And your music blends traditional roots and modern sounds. What are some of the key musical influences that you've had in your life to shape that sound?
Dang, we're kind of all over the place. Like, I think the one thing that really kind of like unites us is that we do all really love like roots reggae. I'm a big fan of Desmond Decker. We all love Buju quite a bit.
Yep.
But then, Adam, our drummer, he really loves metal. I love jazz. Fabian loves Latin music. Chris loves country music, as well as a lot of other things.
Oh.
And Cope is kind of a funk man. He loves anything with slap and clav. And so together, it just kind of makes whatever sound we are making.
How does the band approach the songwriting process? Is it a collaborative effort, or do you guys have certain members take the lead?
It's definitely collaborative. A lot of the time, a lot of these, like the lyrical themes are coming from stuff in my life. I'm a huge oversharer, and that bleeds into the music as well. So I kind of think of the music as like these diary entries, and then I'm not as musical, so the boys kind of build like these beautiful song beds around it so that we can make them danceable stories.
Yeah, and Logan's being modest. She's our songwriter, and then we all kind of take the songs that she's written and do the instrumentation and put it out there.
And how has your music evolved since the band's inception, and what have been the major factors influencing this evolution?
It has changed a lot.
It has changed a lot.
I think it started very anchored in reggae, very, very rootsy, and it started to, I don't know how to describe where it's going, but I think we're getting closer to the sound that maybe we've had in our head the whole time and didn't quite know how to get there. And we have new music coming.
The new
So
music
warning.
coming is, we feel, the closest to the nucleus. It is the closest to who we are and want to be musically,
Yeah.
I would say.
And known for your vibrant live performances, what do you believe the key is to engaging with your audiences?
I think lots of eye contact, because whether you're playing a small room or you're playing like a bigger crowd like we played to today, if you make lots of eye contact, you remember like, oh, each individual here made an effort to come out and to get to connect with them and see kind of like how the music is affecting them. That like affects us as performers, I think. It's a real exchange.
Mm-hmm.
And with such a robust following, how do you guys engage with your fans, and how has their feedback influenced your music?
I think a cool thing that we do, and a big part that Logan does too, and we've spent a lot of time touring and putting in real like face-to-face time with people, and we answer their DMs on Instagram, and we clown around with all these crazy people, and I think we make an effort to actually like check in on all these fans. And I know it's not possible to check in on like everybody all the time, but I think we make an honest effort.
Yeah, I think social media plays a huge role. And then, like we said, like we spend so much of our time out on the road, and we get to meet so many characters and like connect with so many, like we're strange individuals. And there's a lot of unique people in our scene, like the people who are like down to like be like diehard fans for music are like, they're special people. So like when we get to connect with them and like we're like, hey, like there's something that resonates here with both of us. There's something tying us together. I think that it kind of creates like lifelong friendships, even if all you remember is somebody's face.
Yeah.
What have been some of the most significant challenges and rewards of building your guys' career this far, especially in this scene of music?
Oh, we could talk forever about the challenges. It's hard. It's harrowing. It's scary. It's like you're chasing your dream. It's not always the most financially rewarding, which can be tough, but we also get to do the coolest stuff on earth. I mean, we're in California right now, in Monterey. We drove here from LA the other day. I mean, it's It's the coolest thing you could possibly do.
Yeah, I'm gonna say money and showering are gonna be the only
Heroin,
downsides to
yeah.
this, and the rest of it is pretty much just like all upside. Like it's
Yep.
just awesome, fun, seeing new places, making music, being at shows, like meeting wild people. Like it's kind of the most fun you can have.
And touring so much, can you guys share anything particularly memorable that has happened during any recording experience or tour experience?
Oh my gosh.
Probably a lot we can't.
I know there's a lot of stuff
Um,
we shouldn't say,
You got anything?
but I mean, well, I was just thinking about Minneapolis,
Yeah.
just because we've been telling this story a lot about the guy trying to get in the RV.
That's a fun one. Tell that
Yeah,
story.
we were in like Minneapolis, St. Paul. We were about to play a show with Ayaterra at the Turf Club.
Turf Club.
And
Turf Club.
we were driving through like maybe like a bad part of town. I don't know. We don't know what anything is. We're in the RV, and like all of a sudden we see like a face pop up in the side window, and this guy's eyes are like bugged out, and it seemed like maybe he was on like not the cool kind of drugs, and he was trying to get in the RV, and thank goodness we had locked it.
He's jumped on the side. We're moving.
We're
Just
moving,
so
and
you
he's,
can
like, on the
understand
running
scene
board.
here. Yeah.
And I mean,
I'm in
we're-
the driver's seat.
Yeah.
I hit the brakes. He goes from the side of the RV and now he runs around to the front hood and is just slamming on the hood, screaming, "Let me in." Everybody in the RV is just screaming different things for me to do. I'm just sitting there. And then finally, thank God, Logan yells, "Honk the horn." And I honked the horn and he ran away and we played the Turf Club. But that's an exciting one. It
I
was-
will say I won't throw the person under the bus who, but one of the things shouted was "run him over,"
Yeah.
which
we
would
did
have
not
made
do
us
that.
super late for the load-in and vehicular manslaughters.
Would
So,
have probably put me in jail.
Too much
Yeah.
paperwork.
so exactly.
Uh, could you discuss the creative process in your latest album, and were there any particular inspirations or challenges during the production of it?
Honestly, it was super smooth. It was the first time that we worked with a producer like that. We, in our last album, Welcome to Florida, we worked with Danny Kalb, also on mixing and producing, but it was kind of done remotely because it was during COVID. And so this is the first time that we had somebody in the room with us being kind of like a musical shaman, and we all just decided before we went in there, like, hey, let's not bicker. We're all just gonna like shut the hell up and let this guy kind of like guide the process, and each just like own our instrument and do that job. And it was kind of like the smoothest recording process that we've had. And I want to say influences. I feel like Paramore was a big one for me. The album After Laughter, Adam, our drummer, had shown me that, and I didn't really know much about Paramore until we did the cover with Nathan for the Pop Punkos Reggae thing. And I mean, I'm just in love with Hayley Williams now, and I think it's like dancey, kind of like more alternative rock kind of style vibes. Does that seem right?
Yeah, and I agree. It was like the smoothest. I think it was the most fulfilling album creation process I've ever done. It was just so smooth. Like there were no challenges. I really.
Yeah.
And being based out of South Florida, a region with rich musical heritage, how does this cultural environment influence your music?
I think that plays into maybe the long-term question you asked earlier, because especially like us musical boys in the back spend a lot of time gigging in the South Florida kind of tiki bar scene with a lot of Caribbean artists. And in that scene, we had to really learn to respect the genre and really learn, I hesitate to say like real reggae, but like really learn how to play with those artists. And I think that has given us kind of a backbone to this point, to where we brought in this new stuff. But I think that it's like a militancy about that culture that makes you like really work hard to have your stage show right and just be tight as a band. I think that helped us a lot.
There's a high bar set for, and you guys got to be able to
Yeah.
meet and match, which I think you guys have. So,
Thank you.
are there any upcoming projects or collaborations your fans should be excited about at all?
Well, we have a new freaking album that we're just all jacked up about. We have singles coming out next month. And
And am I allowed to say the thing about?
I don't know. Oh, probably. I don't know.
This won't come out probably for like 2 to 3 weeks. I literally have festival every weekend.
Okay, well, we're really excited. There is a band that we really, really respect and admire and have gotten a lot of inspiration from, and they asked us to be part of a super special project that they will be releasing soon. No, that's the only reason I'm not just blabbing, because normally I just blab everything.
But Logan's going to
it's-
be on that.
Yes, on that. You got to know if you're watching this right now,
You'll figure it out.
you'll figure it out.
And is there anything that you guys would like to say to younger generations that are coming up and wanting to basically do what you guys are doing right now?
Yeah, I would say that it's not for the weak-hearted, okay? But you can do it. You have the rest of your life to do something boring. You have the rest of your life to go for the safe plan. But it is when you are young and you are hungry and you are spirited and you are down to go live in a vehicle with your best boys and shower at Planet Fitness all the time, and maybe it's full of maggots and roaches, and sometimes maybe you even find poop in the shower cubby.
Real story.
But it's worth it. It's worth it. You will never look back and wonder if you should have given it your all a little bit harder. You'll feel really good. You might wake up feeling like somebody pushed you down a flight of stairs and you have no money in your pocket, but you will know that you are living your truth.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for giving me this time. You guys are killing it. Can't wait to see what you guys do in the future.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.